Hello, everybody. I just thought I'd pop on today to speak a little about science, okay? Science, our loved ones in spirit are sending us to let us know they are still around and still with us. And of course, let's be honest, there are people out there, and if they want to be like this, it's their choice. You can disregard anything, okay, in life. No matter how plain and clear into your face it is, you can always find an excuse and whatever explanation for everything. But that's up to them, and if they want to think they spend their life all on their own here, there is no higher power, nothing guiding them, supporting them. That's fine, okay? But for those, fortunately, more and more people in the world awakening to the greater reality and the truth of it all, um, it's very beneficial if we share that information and experience. So, what we mostly find in the early days after somebody has passed, okay, the signs are very simple to see for everybody, while later on they get very specific to the person itself, okay? So it's very hard to share examples of them because you would have to tell your whole life story literally so that others understand as well what that means for you. But the simplest ones at the beginning is really like these unusual locations. You suddenly have butterflies around you, times of years. Like I had one circling around the Christmas tree, okay? And at the very beginning, I suddenly had three of them inside in the bedroom window, and I let them out, closed the window again, and 2 hours later there were two in the kitchen flying around me. Okay, and was also not really a thing. Have them in the house. Never had it before. Never at the time of year. And that's all these little things that happening at the beginning, or when I finally dragged myself into the supermarket again because I had to do some shopping. And normally, I tell you, I wouldn't even know what music is playing there. If there is one, I wouldn't even listen to it. But there, I came into the front door, and there was loud and clear over the loudspeaker Adele saying, "Hello from the other side." And I was like, really? And as I done my shopping, the lights started to flicker in the Super Value supermarket and went out for a little while, came back on, and that never happened before and never since. Um, that was really all stuff leading me to saying, oh, there's something going on here, okay? And eventually brought me to see a medium, which was the best decision I've ever made in my life, really life changing. And yeah, there people talk about so many things that happen to them, like certain songs they hear that come on just when they thought about their loved one. A song comes on that really relates to them and their relationship, or they see things on their Facebook timeline. Happens to me as well. Posts from pages I never followed, never had anything to do with, that would exactly show photos that look like your loved one, or speaking about things, using phrases, whatever they had said. They can also use other people saying these things to you, yeah, um, saying stuff that wow, that actually he or she would use to say, and suddenly somebody else says that to you out of the blue, and there is a lot of things happening. That's just a few examples, as I said. They can be very personal to you as well, that you say, oh wow, but you know it, you feel it in your heart. And that's the science. They let you know that they are around you because they hear and see you all the time. It's only if you haven't developed your communication with them, your mediumship skills, if we want to call it this, or in general, that connection to your higher self, then it's harder for you to hear them. So they choose to use science to communicate with you, or at least say, hi, we are here, we got you. And yeah, that hopefully helps everybody a little bit, even so if you can't really have a full conversation with them yourself, unless you go and to see a medium. And even for us, it's not always easy, you know. I mean, it's a subtle shift, it's a subtle energy that reaches you, and you see, you get images, you hear things, you feel emotions, and you pass them on as good as you possibly can, okay? And it's not just like making a phone call, unfortunately. Even so, I realized now, 4 years into it, that I do more and more some spirit. I just hear them talking to me, okay? But it's different from spirit to spirit person as well, because they are not all the same. They communicate slightly different ways. Some prefer to show you more images in your mind's eye and give you feelings and emotions with it, and others just tuck, 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 you know, a bit like they were in real life as well. They keep that personality, you know. So, yeah, that's my little video for you for today. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you.